This is Vinyl Joy and Amanda calling, and today I'd like to talk about your genius zone. What is your genius zone? Okay, so we're all geniuses. Okay, we are all creative geniuses. We're all genius at something. Okay, um, there's no one special snowflake who is the sole genius. There's nothing special about geniuses except that they were able to tap into their own genius. Okay, and we all have genius zones. The thing is, we're not tapping into it because a lot of us went to the traditional educational system, and in the traditional educational system there's always only one answer to questions. It's like they're not conditioning us that there are so many ways to arrive at one thing, to arrive at the same result, arrive at the same spot. There are many ways to success. At school there's always only one answer to each test questions. Okay, and then another thing in school is you have be selfish. Don't copy answers, and don't cooperate. You have to be competitive and be on your own. But even Steve Jobs said that something like, if you want to do great things, you're gonna need the support of other people. Like something like, you cannot do great things alone, something like that. And there's this other quote where they say something like, good artists create, something like that, but great artists steal, something like that. So anyway, the point is, it's okay to copy. It's okay to copy ideas that are already there, but put it a different twist, a unique twist of your own. So a lot of genius ideas are actually just a copy of, because so almost everything has been with all these thousands and thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years that humans evolve, even evidences of humans living hundreds of thousands of years ago. A lot of the new ideas now are actually just a new twist of ideas that were already done before. So it's okay to copy ideas and give it a twist that only you can deliver. Okay, so your genius zone is the sweet spot between what's natural for you, what comes easy for you, what's natural. Like it's a creative expression. It's not a trying process. It's not a you forcing yourself to do something because somebody else did it and they succeeded at it. It's you doing what you feel like expressing, what comes from within. And even the word education, it came from Latin words. There are two Latin words that are root of the word education: educare and educere. Okay, educare means to train and to mold, and educere means to draw out from within, to draw out the wisdom that's already within. And in school, it's hardly being, we're forced to memorize a lot of things that we don't even need right now, because who needs to know who killed who, when, where? Who needs to know who's the first, third president of your country? Who needs to memorize them when you can just Google them? Who needs to, it's not practical at all. They're intentionally overloading your brain with information so that you do not get in touch with the wisdom, your soul wisdom, the wisdom that's in all of us, that's within. So I think a really good education is a balance of educare and educere, where there's a balance of drawing out your own creative genius, but at the same time molding it, training it to be even greater, so that what you're already good at and naturally good at, what comes with ease to you, you can train yourself to be even greater at it, and that becomes your genius zone. So the genius zone is something easy and natural for you, and as you gaining mastery of it, and then you being able to market it, or use it to add value to more people and get paid in return, you know. So you being able to market your creative expression, you being able to enroll others to support financially your and emotionally your creative expression. In other words, the sweet spot where something's easy for you, natural for you, and you're able to be creative, to find a way to make people pay for it. And also it has to be emotionally fulfilling, you know, because there are things that are easy for me. Like before, I did a membership site of just my sexy photos, and people were paying for it. I was able to enroll people to pay for my sexy photos, and it was easy for me, and I liked it at the time. But it wasn't really emotionally fulfilling, and because it wasn't emotionally fulfilling, I could not sustain it long term. You know, I was like, at some point I was like, I'm bored. You know, I felt like I was playing small still. You know, I felt like there was so much more I wanted to give. There was so much more I wanted to be known for. There was so much more I wanted to serve the world with. And one of those is, yeah, like me, these talking about sharing wisdom that I get from within, you know, that are being drawn out from within. And actually, you know, a lot of people, they're stressed with their work. When you're stressed with work that you hate and you can't wait to retire from, it's because you're doing a work that's not your genius zone. It's your stress zone, you know, it's your neurosis zone. It's not a win-win for you. And you know, if it's not even a win for you and you're doing it, it won't be a win for other people either, you know, because at the end of long term, only win-win is win-win. Lose win or lose win at the long term is still lose-lose, you know. Like for example, I'm doing a business that serves a lot of people, but I'm suffering because it's not natural for me. It's not really what I want to do. For example, what I'm truly passionate about, what comes easy for my genius zone, for example, is painting. Okay, it's not my genius zone, but it's just an example. I can paint, but it's not my super genius zone, you know. For example, my genius zone is painting, but society, my teachers, my family told me I should be a businesswoman, or like a businesswoman for, or let's say sales director, something like that, you know. I may be, with practice, with training, I may become good at sales, you know, but because it's not my genius zone, I will be suffering emotionally. It won't be emotionally fulfilling. And because it's not emotionally fulfilling, that's gonna give all your trillions of cells in your body stress. Okay, and stress is the cause of all diseases, you know. So when you're stressed, you're not in harmony with yourself, when you're not in integrity with yourself, with your heart, mind, body, and soul, you're gonna be stressed, and so long term, it's lose for you. And when you lose your health, then it won't be good. It will be lose for your clients as well, right? So your genius zone is something that you're happy. You know, the people who are living life operating from their genius zones are like, they don't wanna resign, they don't want to retire from their works, from their job, from their work, because they're doing a work that they're truly passionate about. It's what they live for. It's what they wake up in the morning for every day, you know. And so yeah, find what it is that you would wanna, you know, a job that comes easy for you, natural for you, you're good at it, there's a demand for it. And if there's no demand for it, be creative to make a demand, create a demand for it, you know, and find a way to be able to enroll people to pay for whatever it is your genius zone is. And yeah, it has to be emotionally fulfilling. Like I'm good at mathematics. I'm really good at mathematics, but when I was young, I enjoyed math. But now it's not what I want anymore. I keep evolving, and as I discover more of myself, it's not what I want anymore. Should I be a mathematician? Should I be an actuarial scientist? Should I be a programmer? It's not what I feel like doing anymore. It's not what I find emotionally fulfilling anymore, even though I can be really good at those things and I can really serve the world doing something that has to do with mathematics, but it's not what I find emotionally fulfilling. So what I find emotionally fulfilling, I realize truly, is sharing, because I get a lot of intuitive downloads, you know. I'm highly logical, but I'm also highly intuitive. And but my intuition, I wasn't aware of my being highly intuitive. I wasn't aware of until recently that I really dig deep into spirituality, meditation, and all these things. So what I'm passionate about, and what I find emotional, fulfilling, and easy, is me sharing downloads, intuitive downloads that I get. Because if I don't do this, I really get stressed. And then so now I'm trying to put structure on how to. And also another thing I really love doing, and I'm gonna start, because I know I've always wanted to write, but I'm always like confused. What do I want? What should I write? Internet marketers tell me to write self-help books, and I feel like I can do self-help books, but I realize it's not really natural for me. It's something that will take a lot of energy from me if I do that. I've done that before also, but I didn't like much what I wrote there. I haven't revisited what I wrote there yet, and so I wasn't really confident to market it. What I realize is what I'm truly passionate about, and that comes easier for me, aside from what I'm doing now with all these YouTube videos, is writing a fiction. So now I've also tried writing erotic, romantic, comedy, spirituality, fiction, all genres mixed into one fiction. But again, I felt like I always felt like something was missing. It wasn't enough. But now I realize. So I did a lot of like going within and really knowing what it is I want to do. Ilang minutes na ba to? What it is, what's my genius zone? I really meditated on it. What's my genius zone? And I realized I really want to write still the erotic, romantic, comedy, spirituality, personal development fiction. And so that's what I'm working on right now as well. But then I was like, yeah, but it's gonna take freaking maybe a year to write like a 300-page novel. And so I'm thinking now, well, how about I split it into little short stories, sell it on Amazon, and so that's one of the things I'm doing now as well. And yeah, I do also crypto trading and forex trading. They come easy to me also because I'm good at math, so for me it's kind of easy to understand these things. I'm not really emotionally fulfilled doing it. When I follow like crypto information, no, I still feel like the energy is chasing. It's still not natural. It's still like I'm forcing. It's still like I'm chasing. And I said before in another video you don't have to have chasing energy. Your vibe should be attracting energy, doing what feels natural for you, doing something, effortless effort, wu wei. I forgot, there's like a Chinese term for it, wu wei wu, something like that, or like doing, I forgot. I'm gonna put it on the description maybe, because I'm just free flowing. But anyway, the gist is effortless effort, basically doing. Of course, still, to manifest is to manual. You still have to do some kind of inspired action, but that inspired action should not be like a force energy. It should not feel heavy for you when you do it. Like me, when I have to write self-help, I feel like I still have to force things. So it's not really like a drawing out, but the fiction, it's a drawing out. The me sharing wisdom and all that soul wisdom, it's just a drawing out. So it comes easy with me, and it's emotionally fulfilling. Yeah, so it's like almost 15 minutes. I hope you got value out of this. This is Winal Joy Amanda calling. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. And yeah, if you got value out of this, please like, subscribe, and share. And if you have any like suggestion on what you want me to talk about, I'm open to that as well. Okay, so yay, enjoy. Now it's time to enjoy. this. Okay. Bye bye. I hope you enjoy that. I hope you got value out of it. I hope you enjoy that. And yeah, I should probably yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna make a Patreon page so you can support me. Whatever. Let's see. I'm still working on putting a structure to all these things, because all these things are just recent realizations, you know. This pandemic that I'm stuck at home for a whole long time, so much spiritual awakening happened to me, so much realization, so much more wisdom were drawn out from me. And so yeah, let's grow together, mama. Thank you for watching.